Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Football New South Wales League One Women's Match of the Round. In a cold, steamy night here in Regents Park, in Jensen Park, we have Bankstown City versus Blacktown City. It is the battle of the cities tonight, as Blacktown City are in the white and the red, whilst Bankstown City are in the red and black. And it seems like they are doing a moment of respect. I'm not sure what it is for, but and we are back. So Blacktown City are coming off a 3-0 loss against Marconi Stallions, whilst Bankstown City currently sit 3rd, while Blacktown City sit 10th, which is where they finished last year. And Bankstown City are looking to get promoted back to MPO1 after getting relegated from that competition last season, where I, Crystal Snavamastarakis, actually had the honour of commentating at this same ground against Manly United here. A win for Bankstown City could keep them in that 3rd spot, while a win for Blacktown City could make them jump to 9th or 8th, depending on results. So both captains have done their duties. Stephanie Ambrose and Ainsley Byron. Burn. And not long to go now till kickoff, because I've had to wait a bit longer due to the 20s match finishing just a tad late. And it looks like everyone is pumped and ready to go. It is going to be a great match. That is why it is the match of the round. We don't just pick any games, we pick the games that we know are going to be the entertaining ones. So there's 90 minutes of football to play here. Big games for both sides, on different sides of the table, but irrespective of that, 3 points is a must for both teams. So we know that they will both be firing and ready to go as soon as the man in the fluoro yellow blows that whistle, which he does on the time. And Blacktown City are the ones to start us off. Kambudi's try to play the pass in. And it is a throw. Kambudi's. Blacktown City still with possession here. It's been busy for the fullback. Ball still in with Saveta. It's a brilliant touch there for Hastings. Well contested, but it's won by Harada, the Japanese player. And Bankstown City look to counter, but it is cleared away from Blacktown. And Bankstown City will look to start again. And another throw there for Bankstown City. That looks like it is Aya Seno down on the other side of the pitch with 41 goals in 23 games. And yes, I'm not just saying that as a myth, that is fact. She scored 15 goals in her first 3 games. So definitely the talisman for Bankstown City. and Blacktown will look to that and try and keep it contained. As the ball hits the middle, and Bankstown City go all the way back with Zali Dean in the centre back, and it goes back to Sagavsic. Touched in there. And Kamburis takes the throw. Cleared out. Spread out wide. There's Ambrose, the captain. Played in. Hoofed out by Harkin there. And it's played in through. Brilliant counter-attack here from Blacktown. As here's Simonozek on the ball. And now it's one back again for Bankstown. And it's a beautiful turn off the ball. They continue to go. Takes the shot. And it is an early goal here for Bankstown City. A quick counter-attack led to a beautiful strike into the back of the net for Bankstown City. And it looks like it was Aya Sano, the lady we were talking about that loves goals. And it looks like it was her that put her team in front in the early stages of this match. And Blacktown City are now on the back foot. Not an ideal situation there. But this is football, and as we know, anything can happen. As the backlight trying to work something out. There's Zagzek. Plays it back. And Blacktown City still with possession. And as soon as I say that, it is one back. Bit sloppy football to start, however, Bankstown City have done what they need to do, which is score a goal. And now they just need to defend that, as Bankstown City could look to get another one here. And it is a battle, which Blacktown City won, cleared out. And Saveta sends it out to Kamburis, who rotates between first and 20s. Has started every game bar one this season, and actually has a goal to her name. But it's back to Bankstown's goalkeeper, Sagavcic. Played into Witten. Played back. Nice triangles going on between Dean. Here's Ambrose, the captain. Cleared out. Played back to Sagavcic, who is actually the new addition between the six, coming from the Spartans, and it also has had spells with Northbridge and MacArthur. So she's come from plenty of clubs and has plenty of experience. Hence why she is the new woman for the job. It's a brilliant touch there from Miller. But nothing comes from it as Blacktown look to counter with Moore. The ball is sent through, but it goes back to the keeper. Bankstown looking for the foul, but it is waved away. And here's Saveta now. And it's a duel between her and Ambrose, the captain of the winning side so far. But it falls to Seno, who's looking to form another attack and finds the feet of Gregoric. We had a big debrief before the game to make sure that I got that right. So to Chelsea watching this, just want to let you know that I got it right. And here is Ambrose to take the throw, doing her fullback duties and her captain duties at the same time as taking a throwing. Talk about triple tasking there. Chest hit in from Gregoric, whipped in with pace, headed out, and it fell to Harada, the other Japanese player, but so brilliant work from Erdogan, but couldn't get anything to it. Tries to spread it out. Ambrose wins that one. And it's beautiful play there. And Mastoris wins the foul for her side, earning the start this time. She signed midway through this season from Bankstown City. So she's up against her former side. And so far, the better side. The former side is getting the better of her. As it's intercepted there from Moa. The target woman was Hanson. But Bankstown continue to be the dominant side. Here's Harada. Play Gregoric, who gets past one, gets past another, continues to go, looking for an option, but instead she's met with a wall of defenders who won that duel this time and tried to clear down the line, but it falls straight back in to Bankstown City, where possession has once again been changed, but it's back with Zali Dean, who is getting clear instructions from the goalkeeper, which is maybe the reason why they are 1-0 up in this game. Great communication between the defenders to the midfielders to the strikers. Whilst you don't really hear much of Blacktown City, who are still dejected from conceding so early on already in this game. It was a beautiful footwork for the goal, for those that missed it. We are watching the match of the round for Football New South Wales League 1 Women's. Blacktown City with the ball up against Bankstown City, who are the home side in the famous red and black, famous football colours. In fact, probably one of the most famous sides in Australian football, Rockdale City Suns, share the same colours. Hoofed up, headed back in, falls for Seno again, comes back out to the wing, and Zagzek trying to work well in defence and attack. Beautiful one-touch football there. And it is a throw that looks like it might be Erdogan, but now it is Blacktown City to throw it in. Thrown in now. Falls to Zagzek, who finds Ambrose instead of Saveta. Beautiful ball there, but it was a touch that let Karen Bennett down there, who has earned the start. She was on the bench last game, and now she's getting the call-up and is 18-year-old who rotates between first grade and under 20s with 5 goals to her name. So that's a very good stat. That's 5 more than I've got in this season. And it is a duel. They're, just both collapsing on each other, and the referee plays advantage as Dean sends it back to the fullback, who played it into Harada as they say in football, he attacks us from the defence, and that is exactly what's happening now. There's Ambrose, who sends a beautiful ball in to Seno, who's got Gregoric in the box and taps it into the back of the net. Chelsea Gregoric makes it 2. It was a beautiful play. Started from the back. As I said in commentary, the commentator's curse got to the best of Blacktown City. Ambrose puts it into Seno, who put a beautiful ball in for the one-touch finish for Chelsea Gregoric. And yes, that is how you say it. She gets the goal to her name, and I'm sure she's going to be playing this on repeat, as the name was pronounced correctly. Might have added the each at the end, but that was pure excitement, as they've doubled their lead now, and it is 2-0. And we haven't even played 20 minutes of football yet. So Blacktown City need a big rest of the game to get themselves back in. And Segavcic throws it out to Dean, who plays Ambrose, goes back to Dean. And once again, starting from the back is Segavcic.
Don't let it go back to the keeper now, Mills.
And coach is calling him not to go back, making sure she does not get to go back to the keeper. And they succeeded in that. He's Blacktown now. There's Saveta. Whipped in, but hits the air instead of the ball. Excuse me. Had some great pizza on the before I came, so that's my brother's fault. Anyway, we continue, and appeals for the foul waved away as Segavcic continues. There's Dean. Crucial touch there by Kamburis to start the attack for Blacktown. Sent out wide now to Simon Dezek. And it's whipped in. Calls for away. But it was the touch that let Saveta down there. That could have been massive if that fell into the back of the net. As Amelia Saveta could have added to a goal tally and made it 7 with that strike. She hasn't scored since the 23rd of April in round 6 against SD Raiders. So on a bit of a drought, and was hoping to end that drought.
Mills, you've got to make her play there.
Make the farmers happy, but instead, it is still 2-0. And a throw for Blacktown City. Looking for options. Take the throw. Play the back, always the best and safest option to do so if it's there. And there's Hastings, intercepted by Bennett. Played in to Gregoric, who has a goal to her name. Played in, trying to find Bennett, but the ball finds the fence, and it is a goal kick. And Amy Harkin will restart us. Not the best pass there, but Bennett could not get a foot in front of it. Sent up, but it looks like Zali Dean is the girl to win it, and does. Here's Hansen, who just does a roulette out. Who, if you want to know how old she is wearing her age on her shirt. And it's come from Gladesville Ravens. Bankstown City now with the possession. Here's Ambrose going back to Dean. But it's passed straight into the hands of Hanson. And Hastings try to play some tricky skills there. Hoofed up. The second ball won by Blacktown. Played in, played back. Beautiful triangles going on. Zagzag gives it to Hanson, who's going for the strike! And that was just a whisker away. Hanson saw Sergovcic off her line and decided to go for the spectacular. And she was not far off there. Unleashing it in Stephen Gerrard. And it is now a goal kick. Eloise Hanson, that could have been her 8th goal. She has scored 2 braces this season, one against Camden Tigers, who they smashed 6-0. And the other was against Southeast Phoenix in a 3-0 win in round 3. Lead into Gregorick, who whipped it in, and it is the one touch. It was another chance there from Bankstown City. And Gregorick looks to be one of the women of the match so far, with Sainor, who almost doubled her goal tally there. And Blacktown City earn another life here. They're currently like a cat on their last legs. And the referee waves away another foul. And there was Miller, who's only 16 years old and playing first grade football. She goes from learning how to score goals to learning algebra. It's touched in from Saveta. And here's Hanson. Plays it back. And there's Zagzag. And Kamburis had the run. No one spotted it, but Blacktown still have the ball. Here's Zagzag. Here's Hanson now. Trying to put in a Hanson ball. Puts it in, but a bit too much sauce on that. And calls for mine record. The referee could have put her up on it, but it trickles out. And is going to be taken by Mastoris, who has played for the likes of Sutherland Strikers and Sydney Olympic. She actually played her first game on round 11 on the 11th of May, where they lost 3-0 to Mount Druitt Town Rangers. She has started every game bar one, which was last game, and now she gets the call back to start. And that's a brilliant outside of the foot pass. But it was just a little bit too saucy there. Kiara Senzig was the target woman, as Gregorick played a beautiful outside of the foot pass. And that's and that was lucky there, the touch that the player was, her own player was there to receive. Miller. And here's Sergovcic playing it to defenders. Going out wide. Calls for again, trying to get through. Sankey. And it's a duel that is won by Hanson. Her height got the advantage that time around. And there is Bennett. Ambrose playing it back. There's Dean going back to Segavcic, who is definitely a ball-playing goalkeeper, which has changed the game of goalkeeping in modern football. We've seen a lot of goalkeepers being ball-playing goalkeepers. Miller with the touchback, just going safe to Segavcic. Every game as well, but one. And as mentioned previously, only 16 years old. So definitely a great side gig to have.
Right ball, Amy.
I think Blacktown City on the attack here. It's a beautiful pass there from Hastings. Played in. And Segavcic. Cord keeper loud and clear. So they're trying to apply that pressure, but it amounts to nothing. Played into Dean and Segavcic, who look to be the players that have been passing to each other the most this game. Plays a lovely lofted pass down to Senor. And Ambrose is screaming for it on the wing and finally gets it. Tries to play Bennett, but Blacktown get it out. And it plays Miller. Tries to go long there, but Byrne, the captain, commandeering from the back. Danger averted for now. And it looks like Precious will take this and does so. Looking for Hastings. But instead, Bankstown City won it back for a split second. And it is Blacktown City ball. Thrown in now with pace. Dean. Just to clear the danger. When in doubt, kick it out. Sunday League tactics being played, even at the highest of levels. Yeah. And Blacktown decide to go all the way back. Wow. Blacktown still with a great spell of possession. Zak receiving. Going all the way back. Zak receives it again. Here is Mastoris. Plays it in to Hansen. And goes back to Zak. Goes past her marker, Bennett. Kamburi's waiting, but instead it's whipped in. It's a brilliant touchdown there. Wow, this time has to go all the way back to Byrne, the captain. Goes out wide to the fullback. Beautiful skill there. This is the best spell of possession we have seen from Blacktown, and it is ended by the shot from distance from Precious. And that shot did not reflect her last name there. And it is a goal kick with Zali Dean even getting some H2O from the goalkeeper. So they look to be assisting each other off and on the pitch. Here's Segavcic. Goalkeeper been very busy. She's had more touches than some of the outfield players have. And it was a brilliant press from Blacktown City. And here is Kamburis to take the throw. Plays it in. Fallen to Hansen. tries to go for the long ball. But it's Erdogan to clear it. Blacktown still with possession, but it's the two Japanese compatriots working together. And that sequence is well and truly over from Anna Harada. Her name, Anna, actually means one in Greek. So there's a fun fact for you all you listeners. You just learned a new word in another language. See what football can do? Knowledge. Here is Blacktown City. Play his Hansen. Bit of a heavy touch. And here is Bennett. Calls to play forward are ignored as Harada goes back and intercepted by Blacktown. The counter-attack could be on, but it's the touch that let down Noir there. Here's Sainor. Gregory leaving it there. And maybe should have got a touch onto that. And Kamburis almost fell into her own stand. Here's Bankstown now. Ambrose gets past the other fullback. But it was a bit too much there. And it is a goal kick that Angelina Mastoris will retrieve for her goalkeeper, Amy Harkin, who has so far conceded 2 goals in this game and does not want to concede anymore. And you never know what can happen in football. Lots of games that I've commentated have been goal fests. We're talking 9 goals, 7 goals. So you never know. There could be a comeback lurking. But for now, it remains 2-0. And we will restart with a Bankstown City throw in. It is very quiet on that pitch. However, they know what they're doing because they're playing football and I'm here commentating them. Here is Saino now. Keeps going now, gets past the defenders again, save. And it is into the back of the net. Chelsea Gregoric has a double. And it is now 3-0. Once again started by Seno. It was a brilliant save from Harkin, but she could not do much as it fell straight to the feet of Chelsea Gregoric, who makes it 3-0. And I'm sure she's happy now that the commentator has her name right, because this will be on her highlight reel video for 2024. Add that. And Chelsea Gregoric could maybe take home the hat trick. And Hansen almost falls on her own feet there. But Hastings recovers and plays it back to her captain. Byrne, there was Precious. And once again, referee ignores the call, much to the dismay of some Blacktown players. But it looks like Elif Erdogan is getting a talking to now, and the free kick has actually been won. Maybe the whistle was overshadowed by the calls and the qualms. And there is Mastoris, the new girl on the block. Here's Seno, who it looks for Gregoric, and almost gets past to get her through on goal. But that's brilliant defense. And Blacktown continue to push, even though they are 3-0 down. But we have seen some brilliant comebacks from 3-0 down. Probably the most famous, Istanbul 2005. If you were there, you were there. In fact, some of these players on this pitch weren't even born for that. And we continue with Harada. played in beautifully, and here's Gregoric in a sprint race, but it is won by Harkin. It was an excellent lofted pass from Maya Miller. Touchdown. But Harada using her experience there to win the ball back for her side, who has 7 goals this season. She has started all of her 15 games between first grade and 20s. Her last goal coming in their 3-0 win to Camden Tigers in round 18 on the 11th of July, where she also bagged an assist. But we have restarted with Bankstown. In fact, some results have actually already been released. I can relay those to you at this very moment. Central Coast Mariners defeated Southeast Phoenix 6-0, whilst Interlions lost 1-0 to Camden Tigers, whilst Mount Druitt Town Rangers FC smashed Marconi 7-0, and Hills United lost 2-1 to SD Raiders. So Marconi went from winning 3-0 to losing by 7, which could open it right up. Here's Ambrose to take the throw. As the needle, you could hear a pin drop. Yeah, the tension building up. And with those results that have been released, SD Raiders and Mount Druitt Town Rangers are only 1 point off each other, 57 and 56 points respectively. However, that loss to Marconi is huge. If Blacktown City can manage to get a result, they can jump them depending on the Sutherland Strikers game. So some games already having an impact on this game. But those top two sides look to be comfortably at the top. But never say never, as Justin Bieber sings. And Bankstown City continue the push. Played in now from Hastings to Hanson. Cleared out only as far as Kamburis, who's whipped it in. And the touch has been there. But she could not deliver the final execution there. And so far, Bankstown City will be on 52. 5 points off first and 4 off second if they manage to retain the lead. Could be some scenes going on. And it looks like me talking about the ladder has let other people have a look at the ladder as well. And it is hoofed up to Segavcic. And Seno wins the foul there. Aya saying arigato for that one. And it looks like Zarli Dean out of your picture, getting some much needed fluids in her. Hoofed in now. And it's miscommunication there. And Bennett almost made it 4. But Harkin came to the rescue there. And it looks like it is a corner kick for Bankstown City, who are ready to deliver some tomato sauce into the box, which they do. And it's not a bad delivery there. It's headed up, saved again by Harkin, and cleared off the line. That was brilliant defending there, and looked like it was wild there. However, the job is not done yet. It is whipped In once again, this time does not even reach the front near post. And there is Harada, who tried to fire Seno. Miscommunication there between the two that hail from Japan, which seems to be a popular tourist destination in 2024. Played in now. Touchdown. Here's Gregorick winning the foul. Seems to be in some kind of discomfort. You could hear the shout from here. And a yellow card has been shown. The piece of halloumi cheese has been shown, and it is the first of the game for Olivia Moir. And here is Witten to deliver this one. He was 20-year-old in her first season with Bankstown, coming from Camden Tigers. Whipped in. But Harkin could not get her finger onto the board to make the comfortable save. And we have another corner. Segavcic. Luckily that was not in play there. That could have led to definitely a goal with that type of delivery. We have a corner. Looks like just an inch of that ball is on the line. Whipped in. And it is headed. But this time, instead of hitting the back of the net, it hit the back of the fence. However, it was a brilliant delivery to find someone. And now we restart with Blacktown City and Captain Byrne playing it to Precious. Chested down by Claire Simonizek. But Bankstown City receive his Harada. Dean. Brilliantly touched there from El Capitan with the beautiful bright pink boots. Definitely my style of boot there. However, they've not helped keeping her side into the game. There's Ambrose playing it back to Dean, and we have hit the last 5 minutes of the first half, of course, excluding injury time. Here's Segavcic now, played in, and there's Mastoris. Seno applying the beautiful pressure there. And we continue with a throw. Cleared out into the sands. As we overlook Jensen Park here in Regents Park. Not too far from Bankstown. This is the home of Bankstown City. Now, lots of football clubs around in Bankstown Berries, Bankstown United, Bankstown FC, and Bankstown City. There's Hanson. The pinnacle touch, however, was not pinnacle enough. There's Gregorick, who's delivered some beautiful football rhetoric so far, with a goal, 2 goals to her name. Looking for a third, and it is a Bankstown City throw. There is Settle. And it looks like a penalty has been given. And will it be Gregorick to take it? No. Gregorick with the unselfish play there. She could have the hat-trick, but it is Aya Senor who could add another brace to her name and could make this game possibly well and truly wrapped up before the first half of football. Already with 5 hat-tricks this season. Could add a brace to that. The tension as she steps up for the penalty. And it is slotted away to the fingertips of Amy Harkin. But Aya Seno makes it 4-0 for Bankstown City. And she has a brace to her name. And are you ready to hear what number goal that is for the season? That is her 43rd goal. 43 goals this season. An absolute top candidate. Don't think there anyone else is in the candidacy for Golden Boot. And she's adding to that tally in almost every game. And Blacktown have a lot of work to do. Bennett there almost taking us out. But we resume play. Touched in beautifully there from Miller. And Senji tried to get a touch onto the ball. But it is a throw. As the clock almost strikes 45. Here is Mastoris. Bit of intricacy there as she wears the number 16. There is Byrne, the captain, who needs to lift her side to possibly get anything from this game. There is Harada. That's some beautiful footwork there. And it is a Bankstown City throw, who have been the dominant side. The scoreline reflects the game, as Blacktown City have not really tested Keely Sagavcic in between the sticks. Oh, and the keeper there came out and he did not get the ball. It was a deft bounce that Bennett almost capitalised from. But Harkin gets away with that one scot-free. However, her net has not been very clean in comparison to Sagavcic, who is keeping it squeaky clean at the moment. And here's Bankstown City continuing this run of possession. Here's Seno, who's not only doing her work at the back, at the front, but at the back. That's beautiful play, but Seno could not get a touch onto that. And apologies, that was actually Harada who was doing that work. But a free kick has been won for Bankstown City nonetheless. And we are going to enter into stoppage time. Should not be too much to play. Maybe one last set piece. Hoofed into the box now. Chested down by Seno. Back in by Witten. But that's beautiful footwork from Simonzik. But could not deliver that final touch. And it is brilliant defense from Bankstown City. The ball, not the best ball, as it comes back to Precious. There's Zakzek. Well, Masturis now playing Kamburis. Ambrose with the interception, and Kamburis getting in the way of that one. And it is officially half-time here. Bankstown City lead Blacktown City 4-0. However, I would grab a cup of tea, sit by that fireplace, get rugged up, because the second half, from my experience as commentating, the second half is always better than the first. So you never know what could happen. Do not count this game as over yet. And we will see you all in 15 minutes as Chelsea Gregorick and Aya Seno both have braces in this match. So do not go anywhere. We will be back in 15 minutes. In 15 minutos. League One Women's match of the round. In a cold, steamy night here in Regents Park, in Jensen Park, we have Bankstown City versus Blacktown City. And Hills United lost 2-1 to SD Raiders. So Marconi went from winning League One Women's match of the round. In a cold, steamy night here in Regents Park, Welcome back here to Jensen Park. We have another 45 minutes to go. And as you can see, we are moving those cameras around to give you guys a better view. This is what we do for you. We give you the best views in the house. And we actually have a substitution for Blacktown City. Coming off is number 14, Amelia Saveta. And coming onto the pitch is number 5, Lexi Thorpe, who has started 17 to 22 games this season, 21 years old, has only not started in 10 games, and she came on during the 61st minute last game. So this time she gets the full 45. And some news also at halftime is that the Sutherland Strikers got thrashed 5-1 against St. George. So if Blacktown can get a comeback here, that would be huge for them, as both the teams above them have also dropped points. But so far, it remains 4, with a brace from Chelsea Gregorick and Aya Seno. With Chelsea Gregorick being well pleased. Not only am I getting her name right, but she's scoring a brace and adds 10 goals this season, so she has hit the double digits. And her last goal before this was on the 9th of June, so she had about a month gap. And this time she's got the goals. And there's the substitution right on your screen now. Lexi Thorpe, who's played it back in. Here is Moa Mastoudis, rocking the black gloves. Can definitely feel the cold. Here's Ambrose. Tries to make something out of it, but does win her side of throw that she will take. Hoofs it in. There's Mastoudis. Plays it in now to Simona Zek. Hoofed up by Sagavcic. Captain Byrne conceding the foul, which was won by Gregorick, who is up and back on her feet, which is a great sign. She wants to add to that tally. It's going to be whipped in now by Claire Wootton. Whipped in now. Cleared away by Mastoudis, and finally by here's Ambrose now to take the throw again. Play back. Here's Sagavcic. Played into Ogan. Tries to get it through. But it's safe hands there from Amy Harkin. Shout out to the cameraman providing the drinks and the snacks. Commentators' voices get needed. Need to keep the voice pumping. And here is Moa back to Mastoudis. We will just play it safe to Harkin, and she does. Played into the captain. Boom. And there's some tussling and bustling going on. Finally won by Blacktown. There's Thorpe. Intercepted now. And Gregorick is on the run. Crossed in! Going past the keeper. She hits it, and it is saved by Harkin. The powerful boot from Bennett was no match for Amy Harkin. Put through now. And Erdogan with the fake. And she takes the throw, also rocking the gloves. Gregorick did beat Thorpe, but could not beat more after that. There's my stories. Played out wide, and brilliantly played out too, as Blacktown City look to get something out of nothing. Here is Hastings, played in to Zoe Zek, to Zach. But it was that poor touch, and Erdogan has the room to roam. Here's Harada. Back to Erdogan. And now here's Witten. Going out to Dean, who has so far kept a Dean cheat for her defence. Hoofed up. And that's beautifully played in. Here is Saino. Gets past her with the cheeky, but Mastoris is not getting megged and not winning the ball back, and she did so beautifully, just like Simona Zek did beautifully there, getting past two players. But Bankstown City continue to show why they are on top and win the ball back periodically, and goes back to Amy Harkin, rocking the blue, hoofing it up, but it only goes as far as a throw-in, and Ambrose will take as she goes back to Dean, who will play Witten, and does so. Goes back to Sekavcic. Beautifully one pass to Harada with one touch. Controlling and pioneering the midfield here is Harada, and that is an excellent through ball. And Bankstown are once again on the attack, taking the strike, and it is 5-0 to the good here for Bankstown City. And it looks like it was Karen Bennett. It was a scintillating ball from Anna Harada, making it 5-0. And Bennett showing why she deserves to start. And that is her 6th goal this season. And the 5th of the game. And that is definitely not what Blacktown needed or wanted. And now they have to come back from 5. Definitely doable. But if you're going to the TAB to put your money on that, you're most likely going to lose it. And here is Blacktown City. Now, here is Angelina Mastoris. One beautifully black back there, as it was once again intercepted. But Blacktown, rocking the white and red, continue to play. There is Zagzek going back to Mastoris, who goes to Moira, play into Byrne, and played out wide to the substitute Thorpe. And Erdogan with the all-important tackle, slide tackle / interception to stop that attack, but Blacktown are still going as they look for Hansen. Delivering in the ball. It falls to Simona Zek, but couldn't deliver there. And here is Saino, who scored a beautiful, intricate, getting past defenders, footwork goal, and a penalty. Opening up the goals within the first few minutes of the game, and we've already got 5. Played in now. That's beautifully contested. There's Harada, and it looks like Erdogan's shout for handball was listened to as she wins the free kick for her side. Going back now to Sekavcic. And there's Dean. Playing with the ball at her feet. Ambrose would be happy with her side so far in this game. And here is Harada. but she loses the ball, and it will be out for a goal kick. Apologies, it is actually a corner. Whipped in now. Ambrose left free once again. But the header was not handsome or pretty there. And it is now a goal kick. And Blacktown City will get us back and running for this one. No call there from the referee. Mastodis wants to keep play going and does so. Pressures on the ball. Cleared up. Hanson, the target woman, does well there, showing her body and her height all in one. Comes out to Bennett. But it is the poweress of the new substitute, Lexi Thorpe. Out of the gun, getting it back to Witten. Here's Segovcic. Back to Segovcic, rocking the pink. We love a good pink goalkeeper jersey. And here's Witten. Hoofed up now. Defended. And now the counter. Could be on here for Blacktown. Played back to Thorpe. Has no relation to Ian Thorpe. Now that we're sticking to the Olympics team. One again by Thorpe. But it only comes to Senchig, who still has the ball. Passed in to Miller, who goes for the audacious attempt. But it is safe there. Hands from Amy Harkin, who stood up, looking for the head of Hanson. Hanson continues, cleared out. Ambrose now. Shouts for handball have been approved. And can Blacktown make something from this? Maybe. Stop that clean sheet from going home with Segovcic. Whipped in now. It's gone past every Blacktown City player, but it's fallen back in. Thorpe. And they keep going now as Simon Zek continues. There's Erdogan. Here's Gregory, who keeps going. Looks like the ball was one there. Almost fell straight into center on a plate there. But it had to get a bit sloppy for that one. Urges to push forward from Blacktown. It's a beautiful tap from Harada. And now here's Simon Zek. Played in now. Once again played in. That extra, and just took the extra pass instead of the shot. And a foul is given against Bankstown City. Sorry, giving against Blacktown City. And the recipient of the yellow card stating that was dangerous. I think the referee has realised, as I have, that it is her second yellow. yes, as I looked into it, I was left distraught, and it's gone from bad to worse for Blacktown as Olivia Moir receives a second yellow, and they are down to 10 men. You can see the passion in her eyes as she's absolutely distraught to be down to 10. As she feels she has let her team down. However, it is a team sport. And they're down to 10. And the referee, realising late that she was on her second yellow, thought my eyes were deceiving me in that it was another player. But they are down to 10, and there is half an hour left of football to play. Played in now. Here's Blacktown City. And the recipient of the red card, Moir, leaves the field of play. Tears in her eyes. We do not like to see that. It is a beautiful game, but sometimes it can be the ugly game. And it is gotten even more uglier now as Blacktown do have a corner, so could see some positivity in this, but Segavcic just says thank you very much, or hvala, but her job is not done yet because Blacktown just lost possession, and Harada looks to counter, and he's Gregoric. Plays it through Erdogan on the burners, but instead it is a throw-in, and it looks like Aya Saino will come off, who has had a beautiful game, 2 goals and an assist. Everyone applauding as Kaya Padano comes on. And she came on during the 63rd minute last game, so around the same time as this one. 21 years old, played 6 games a season, starting one against Camden at Tigers in round 18. And looks like Sanedo Ayasino looks to be a well-respected player, receiving applause from every single player on the pitch as she departs the game. And she is definitely pleased with her performance. And we are back. Here is Thorpe taking that throw. Hands and Harada winning it but then losing it. Here is Simonizek. Continuing to go, it's Precious. And it is a Bankstown City throw. It looks like Erdogan is to take the throw. Throws it in now. Shuts it down. And it is once again a Bankstown ball. Bennett tried to make something from that but couldn't, and he is Thorpe. Hanson wanted it quick. Thorpe keeps it in, but Erdogan, no nonsense in that. Definitely hurt that bench's feelings. It looked like it hurt. And we go, and we continue. Bit of a tussle there. And Zagzag ordered to have a go, and that is what she did have. But it went straight into the gloves of Sekavcic, who plays Ambrose. And Blacktown has some pace on her Kamburis, but now she's been caught out, and there is a gap there. Cleared out by Bird. which is also a great song by Ellie Goulding, just spelled differently. Ambrose now to take the throw. Chested down now. Hanada to Gregoric. Harada. Sorry. Has the ball. Here's Ambrose. And it's headed up. And a foul has been given. Gregoric denied of the hat-trick as she pounced like a lion hunting for her prey, but instead concedes the foul, and she could have had taken that match ball with her and given it a big cuddle, but instead she will have to work and wait for that. Erdogan killing that poor bench's feelings once again. Don't know what it's done to her. Here is Thorpe. Throws it straight into Hansen. And it is an Erdogan to throw again. Hansen definitely getting frustrated. A throw for Blacktown now. Thorpe to take. And the Blacktown coach frustrated. The ref has had to have a talking just because of the placement of the throw.
Walk it all the way to halfway. Lex.
Gregoric wanting the coach to get a yellow. Good bounce from her.
Yes, they did not warm up there. If they would have warmed up, they warm up down there.
And the referee demanding that the girls warm up in a completely different section to where they were told and put. And we resume now. And definitely a lot of frustration going on. If there are kids watching at home, we apologise for that language. Did not expect that to be thrown into the mix. Lots of F-bombs being thrown. This is a family-friendly channel. We do not want to be demonetised. So if the players could not swear, we'd appreciate it. But we understand what football's like. And Hansen once again tried to get Segovcic caught off the line, which she tried to do in the first half. But Segovcic is having none of it and urges her team up as she has the all-black gloves. Urging her team forward. Sees the player coming. Not even fussed. Won by Thorpe. Won by Bird. And Ambrose will collect the loose ball and will continue to try to whip something in. But safe hands from Harker, number 20. Seems like 20 is a popular goalkeeping number. Veteran Miljevic from the Wolves, formerly of the Wanderers and Sydney FC, also wears that number. Vukovic as well, when he was at Sydney FC. So 20 is a popular goalkeeping number. And Erdogan just dealing with the business. And here is Hastings to Zagzek. Out wide now. And there it is. Pressure trying to get there. But it is a goal kick. Segovcic to get us back underway. Hoofed up, urging her team forward. Looks like they don't want to be done yet and could add more as we hit and approach the last 20 minutes of this game. It's definitely gone quick for Bankstown City, but it's definitely gone slow for Blacktown City. As for me, moderately paced. And Erdogan wins another foul for her side. Seems to be some sort of vendetta there. But there seems to be a Blacktown player in distress. I will tell you who it is in a moment. She's back on her feet, which is an excellent sight, but her face says it all. And on a synthetic pitch like this, any little knock can just exacerbate, and that is Simonizek, who's feeling it. But the focus is on here, and here is Miller, takes the shot, and it's on target at least, and Harkin with the safe hands. Hoofed up. Hansen, unlucky touch. Maya, Miller with another poor touch as well. And out of the gun to take the throw, and it looks like we have a substitute for Blacktown City, and it's going to be the girl from Wales, which has more sheep than people, Jenny Hughes. Wonder if she can speak Welsh. And walking that number 11, one of the more desirable numbers in football, Mohamed Salah. Probably one of the big current number 11s in the world of football. And here is Witten. Been told for someone to run as she hoofs the ball in. That's an unlucky touch there from Badano, the substitute that has come on. And here is Mastoris. Out now, looking to form something. Zoe Zakzek, with an alliteration name. Looking for something Blacktown. Whipped in. Headed out momentarily. As Blacktown still have the ball, but it is safe hands from Segavcic. Speaking and communicating to her team. And it looks like Zimonozek was the woman to come off, as she looks like she's in some discomfort on the bench. So hopefully she's okay. These synthetic pitches, they can come home from a game with your knees absolutely burning from the synthetic pitches, depending on how nice the surface is. Oh, that's played in beautifully there from Gregoric. And here's this new substitute taking the shot. But Kaya Badano, fruit ninja slice of that one. And it looks like there was going to be a substitution in the offing. And looks like Erdogan is the one to come off. Someone has a Kesha as their ringtone. And Alyssa Broughton is the one to come on. Sister of Sienna, who I had the honour to work with. And Erdogan should be proud of her efforts. She put in a shift, kept the clean sheet for her side. And a foul has been given. My eyesight is not the best, so I couldn't tell you what it is for, but there has been a foul. And it looks like Blacktown are also preparing to bring on some reinforcements, maybe to help them get a goal or two, get themselves back into the game. There is 17 minutes left, you never know. It's not impossible. It is mission impossible, however, but not completely impossible. Maybe mission almost impossible. If this is to happen, that is a Hollywood movie in the making. It's cleared away, and it is a substitution to be made. And it is Sophie Roberts to come on, and Hansen to come off, who does not look happy to be substituted. But Sophie Roberts has only started 7 of 26 games this season, compared to 23 of 28 last season. Rotating between first grade and under 20s, 20 years old, came on during the 74th minute last game. So again, around about the same time as last game. Seems to be a recurrence. Here's my studies. That was nice work from the centre back. Headed out by Dean, who in her photo had brown hair and has gone blonde. And played through now, but Gregorick could not get the final foot onto that, and it is played back all the way to Amy Harkin. Touchdown there from Precious, who goes back to Zagzak. And Blacktown continue to make a run here. Bit of shimmy shammer. But they need to get into the box, not into the corner, which is where they currently are at. They are into the box, but it was that touch that let her down. And Bankstown City can look to send it, and they do. Played back. Gregorick applying that pressure. She wants that third goal. She got denied of the third goal after she leaped like a salamander after finding food, only to get hooked by the line of the referee as she got denied. And it was no advantage there as Harada, which sounds very similar to one of the airports in Tokyo, Hanada, wins the foul. Ambrose tapped it. Oh, and she has missed a sitter. She could have had a cup of tea with that and still scored. And it went over the back of the goal. And that could have been Karen Bennett's second. And we could have had 3 players on braces. But instead, it is still 5-0. And she will be kicking and screaming with herself for that. Also a great movie, by the way. And we are seeing Blacktown on the attack again. Still, even after that clearance, trying to go to the wing, but it looks like Ambrose is going to use her experience and gets there. Here's Segavcic playing it to Miller, who goes back to Segavcic. And here's Witten. And that's unlucky. Bennett could not get to that. It looks like the ball was Witten in the stars, but instead it was going out for a throw-in. He was thought to take the throw. It's a great header from Bennett. And there's Bennett. Gregorick calling for the line, but Stories as the receive back to Harkin. Segavcic urging her team to stop walking and get ready, because it is not over yet. They can walk in about 13 minutes when this game is over. Here is Segavcic giving her all from the back, helping her team, hoping to get a clean sheet for her side. Keep those gloves nice and clean and the goalpost clean. She's so far got a successful car wash business with how shiny the goalpost is. And the referee has given a goal kick, much to the dismay of Bankstown City. And another substitution for Blacktown. And it looks like it is going to be Molly Walsh to come on. 18 years old, started 16 games of 22, came on during the 56th minute last game, so won't get as many minutes on the books this time around. But minutes is minutes nonetheless, and it will help her grow. And she is coming on to hopefully deliver an impact for her side. And it looks like all the subs have been used. except for number 10, Tiana Anderson. And the substitute goalkeeper, Emma Kosipet. Who actually was playing locally for Grey Saints last season and now made the move back to the Premier Leagues. And now it's a corner from Ambrose. And the substitution that did come off was Paris Kamburis for Blacktown. And it's missed every single head. Bang! And Harada almost got on that score sheet, but it's safe again from Harkin. Harada could have added to her Japanese counterpart Aya Seno and made it 6. It could definitely be 10 here, but if it wasn't for Harkin and a much more stubborn defence, it's not. However, they would still not be pleased with a 5-0 loss. And the depression playlist, which we sure will be playing after a game like that. It is a depressing result. Definitely sad. Something to think about during the week. I know I do when I lose a game like that. However, this game is much more at stake than the games I'm playing. Here is beautiful defence, and here's Miller, and trying to get on the burners, but the ball is quicker than the player, and it is a throw-in. And as it gets colder, we can see off the floodlights the cold air slowly moving across the pitch from all the players. Not the best pass there, and it is a defensive error. There's Gregoric. And Bankstown still with the ball. Here's Harada. It's a brilliant save from Harkin. And Anna Harada just wants Anna goal. Anna means 1 in Greek. For those that missed it in the first half, you're getting the fun fact again. And we have a corner for Bankstown City. Can they put a head on it? A bicycle? You never know. But we are going to find out very soon. Whipped in now. Keeper's trying to get something to it. But Blacktown look for that counter. And it is a 2 against 1. Can Blacktown make something from it? Bearing down on goal, and it is unlucky. Brilliant there. Sophie Roberts could have been a heroess, making her mark off the bench. But instead, it is the stubborn defence that want to keep that clean sheet. Hoofed up now. And they've let it go in the pretty pink boots. Played in through now. Gregoric wants that second, and there is a bit of motion on the substitute bench for Bankstown. Whether they go for it is a different story. And the defense again, cool and composed. And it's back in now to Harkin. Looking to hoof it up and gets it up. Played in to Roberts, who makes up for that deft touch with a ball to Mastudis. Plays it out wide. Cleared away by Dean, and the ball gone over the stands. And we do have the substitutions that I was calling, as Christalia Kalidakis comes on. And so too does Caitlin Bleeker and Sofia Zabic. And it looks like it's going to be Chelsea Gregoric, who has had a brilliant game, got a brace, delivered more as an individual named Chelsea than a whole team named Chelsea can deliver. And she comes off, hopefully, well pleased with her performance. And 3 more fresh legs to add. And not cleared fully away from Bankstown. And there is the substitution, Caitlin Bleeker. Got the fresh legs, rocking the Steph Curry number 30. And Zach Zek going out now. Zach Zek still on the ball. Blacktown still going with Hughes. Rocking the number 11, Gareth Bale, hailing from Wales. So too does Jenny Hughes. But if we're going to talk about great Welsh players, you got to talk about Aaron Ramsey. Absolutely underrated. Oh, and Joe Allen as well. Some great players that have graced the pitch for Wales. Jenny Hughes looks to add herself to that list too. So far, this game has not. However, we still have less than 5 minutes to go. And it looks like Maya Miller was the one to come off. She's going to get ready for school tomorrow. And Witten, who's gassed, but did her job, so she'd be very pleased with that. And Bankstown continue with the ball. Harada. And the referee has to stop. She has felt her face, Alyssa Broughton, so the ref does have to stop the game. Hoping she's okay. The substitute. Anything in the head is definitely not good. We play the game to live, not to die. And she seems okay, so the referee is just going to let play continue from where the ball was on. And Charlie Dean started us off. There's Alyssa Broughton, the girl clutching her face. She seems to be fine. Awesome news. Bit of a daft touch, Lexi Thorpe wins it back, but Caitlin Bleeker wins it back. It was a bleak attack from Blacktown. There's Ambrose looking for Kalidakis, but finds Badano. It's a long ball. Fullback's trying to work hard there. Molly Walsh. But it is a throw for Bankstown City from Blacktown, who have just won a free kick. And it looks like with 2.5 minutes to go, this game well and truly wrapped up. Bankstown City can close the gap at the top, which will help them as they will look to get promoted back into the NPL National Premier League Women's. Whilst this loss for Blacktown is definitely not what they needed, considering both the Sutherland Strikers and Marconi Stallions dropped points. But SD Raiders, Mount Druitt keeping it up at the top. And this win will put Bankstown City within 5 and 4 points respectively of them. We told you it was going to be the match of the round. It did deliver. We've seen plenty of goals this round. And this one has delivered 5. And there could be room for one more. Plenty of wiggling room. Chelsea Gregoric was denied the hat-trick. And she's definitely livid about that. Don't think she's not going to stop talking about it. And Isaac Liu the linesman, who is actually a good mate of mine, he told me about the substitution, so thanks for that, has put his flag up for an offside. And the culprit is Kaya Badana, rocking the KD initials, KB, sorry. We know some very famous athletes with that. Kobe Bryant to name. Just a down, rest in peace, Kobe. Lexi Thorpe. Here, Blacktown trying to find one last effort. Maybe to stop Keely Sagavchic's car wash business, because she has kept the goals that Krispy Kreme that she could start one. Now here's Kristalla Kalidakis, who was told to come on as a substitute and said KK to that. And she's got her first season with Bankstown, coming from UNSWFC. 6 goals to her name this season, rotating between first and 20s. And here she is now, but strays offside. Kristalla Galidakis rocking the number 9. Beautiful number, stealing my number from me. Looks to produce some performances like many famous number 9s. Ronaldo, Darwin Nunez, Luis Suarez, Lewandowski, plenty. And she wants to put her name in there. Kristalla Karidakis. 4 minutes of time added on. The referee has called. So this game is not over yet, but there is less stoppage time than goals scored this game. Goes all the way back. Dean, just playing it safe, destroys the bench in the process. The poor benches have been copying it all night. Blacktown. It's poor defence, and it is cleared away by Ambrose. As Precious almost could have scored that precious goal for her side. Delivered the jewellery. But instead, it is the swift defending. And we have a corner for Blacktown. Poor touch there from Lexi Thorpe. And now here's Galidakis leaving Masturius all alone. Through. Not offside. Still going now. Takes the strike and finishes it off. It is all wrapped up here at Jensen Park. That 3v1 converted, and Bankstown City will go away with the 3 points. And I cannot. And it looks like it was Kiara Sensig with the goal. Her initials are CC, and I hear the players saying CC, so it must be her. And it is 6-0 to the good here. We have seen 6 scintillating goals and a goal in injury time looks to wrap this game up. Another head injury for Sofia Zabic, but she seems to be A-OK. Since we just mentioned her, she was an unused substitute in the last game. She's coming from the Sutherland Sharks at only 17 years old and rotates between first grade and under 20s. So she's also going from the pitch to school tomorrow. Galidakis with the header. Lets her hair run down, just so she's made the defence run down chasing her. Was influential in the 6th goal that we just saw. Cleared away. And there is a bit of a tangle up there as Segavcic Segovcic goes up. Looks like he's going to go to his linesman. The linesman did have a better view. We could see some late drama here. There is a play down. There is conversing between both the referees. I look down for one split second, and we see two players clashing with each other. But what is the ref going to give? That is the question. We're going to find out the answer soon. But the player's still down. Doesn't look promising. Yeah. Requesting water. Probably the best option for a player on the ground. Get some water in her. Harada. Getting some fluids in as well. And the goalkeeper awaiting her fate. I think the number one priority is obviously the Blacktown City player on the floor, on the deck. We're hoping that she'll be able to get up, get a move. This isn't their full-time job. They've got commitments to get to, and we don't want that to get in the way. But that is football. Football can deliver that. We're going to get a better look at this challenge from the goalkeeper while we have a pause in play. It was late from the keeper, however, it was just the motion of her running to clear the ball. So we'll see what the referee gives. But the player has been down for a while, so it looks like it did cause her some sort of discomfort. I cannot tell you who that is, as and play has resumed. No, nothing given. I think that's the correct decision there from the referee. It was just a late clash. Someone trying to do a burnout, but they've failed with that. So now we should have a bit more chunk of football delivered for you. As soon as I say that, the referee blows the whistle for full time, and Bankstown City deliver a 6-goal thriller here. As there are 2 goals from Senel, 2 goals from Gregoric, and Senkiko also is on the score sheet, and so was Karen Bennett. Definitely delivered the match of the round here. I have been Christos Mavromastakis. Paul has been your cameraman, who has done a brilliant job. We would like to thank you all for tuning into this game. We know that you all enjoyed it as much as I did. And have a great week. If the guys looking for more sport, go turn on the Olympics, because I'm sure the athletics are about to start soon. And that is every 4 years. Goodbye for now, and all the best.